Let's make crab artichoke and spinach dip. I'm Michael Bernard. Be sure to stay to the end if you want to get the recipe. We'll start with a can of quartered artichoke hearts, a couple of 6-ounce cans of crab meat, an 8-ounce bag of shredded mozzarella cheese, some sour cream, 6-ounce bag of Parmesan shredded cheese, 8-ounce bag of shredded pepper jack cheese, some fresh spinach, and 8 ounces of cream cheese. It's not shown here, but we're also going to use some mayonnaise. So grab a bowl and put the cream cheese in, preferably at room temperature, so that it's not only easier to get out of the package, but it's also easier to mix with the other ingredients. Add a half cup of sour cream, add about a 1/3 cup of your favorite mayonnaise, toss in a good-sized spoonful of minced garlic, and a nice healthy dash of Old Bay seasoning. Now it's time to throw in a bunch of that fresh spinach. I like to rip mine up so that it's smaller pieces, and I put in about 4 ounces. You could use more or less depending on your personal preferences. You could put the frozen chopped stuff in if you want, but I preferred to use fresh spinach instead. Although when you live in Alaska, pulling anything out of a bag and calling it fresh is definitely putting it mildly. Now it's time for those artichoke hearts. I preferred to chop them up a little bit better, and that way I don't have such large chunks in my dip. But if you want to leave them unchopped and large, go right ahead. Now it's time to add those cans of crab meat. I would suggest draining them first before putting them in. And the next time I do this, I'll probably use lump crab meat instead of this finely chopped stuff. Throw in that mozzarella cheese. Throw in the pepper jack. And finally, about half of the bag of the Parmesan. Save the rest to put on the top just before putting everything into the oven. Now mix everything up really well and put it into an oven-safe container. Then add the rest of that bag of Parmesan on top. mixed, preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Once you're up to temperature, go ahead and pop it into the oven. Set your timer for 30 minutes. Then pull it out of the oven, and I suggest letting it sit a little while. Otherwise, it'll be like eating cheesy lava. Then dip in your favorite chip, grab a scoop, and enjoy. And since you sat all the way through this video, here's the recipe that I promised you. Thanks for watching.